we could just stare in each other's eyes forever.
While it lasts, person. Okay. I'm ready to testify.
Just like that?
Yep.
Oh.
You want to testify? Do you understand what you are agreeing to? I do. I have accepted my fate. Wow.
Vienna wasn't all cracked up to be?
Prosecutor, do you have any objections to me calling upon Mademoiselle Senior as a witness?
Wait, when do I ever ask your permission to bring up my witnesses? This is very courteous of you. But, in mind, of course, you are here to defend Prince Swan, not convict Mademoiselle Seen. You do know how trial law works.
I am on my last case, you know.
Prosecuting is... I've heard about that. But prosecuting is my job.
Of course.
I have no objections either. Please proceed, witness. Speak the oath.
The oath?
Say that you swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Just ignore the giant wolf behind you. Oh dear.
Wait, what'd you say?
Just ignore the giant wolf behind you.
Oh.
And speak without fear.
With saliva drooling from his fangs.
On top of her head. I swear, Your Honor.
You swear to me? I'm so happy.
Calm down. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, and to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Good. Very good.
Good, Romulus. Please state your name and occupation for the court record.
Mrs. Sparrowson.
Sparrowson, please. Stop looking at her like that.
I brought her here. I shall take care of her.
My name is Catherine Marie Senior, and I am a flower seller.
You mean a florist?
No. I am a person who sells flowers.
You mean a florist?
Just because I'm a swan doesn't mean I need to sell flowers. I'm a florist. Mademoiselle Senior, tell the courtroom of your activities on the morning of the 7th of January. Very well. I saw the king and his entourage enter Louvre at around 9 o'clock. I followed, and when they came to the top of the Salle du Tibre, I stepped forward and offered the king a chocolate. Just one. He refused, but the guard, a big dog by the name of Major Howe, was happy to oblige. The guard died because I, personally, had previously added poison to the chocolates.
No! That can't be right.
Told you. I used poison derived from monkshood, a notoriously dangerous plant. As a flower seller, it was simple to acquire. Why did you do it, mademoiselle? Why?
You were co-host, of course, right?
Monsieur, people have tried to kill the king before, and people will try again. He is a vile man. He has no respect or love for the people who suffer under him. I did it to better the French people.
I don't believe that at all. What about us?
You better believe it, dear.
I reached so high. Falcon, save me!
Mademoiselle, are you being coerced or threatened? Speak freely. No, monsieur. I am confessing out of my own volition. It is my guilt and nobody else's. Oh, intriguing.
Intriguing.
Pretty convincing.
Huh, that's pretty convincing. Well, Vince, it looks like you wormed a confession out of the cute. It was pretty hard, wasn't it? I
Just ask
suppose
the
that
question.
gets your client off the hook. Lucky you. So, shall we wrap this court session up? No.
What do you say, Sparrington?
No. You know this isn't true, Falcone. Look
I
at her.
do
She would
this.
never do this.
I do this because you are my oldest friend, Sparrington.
The tickets.
No, not yet. I have further questions for the witness, Your Honor.
Further questions? Go ahead. You've already proved your client's innocence.
I wish to uncover the truth, just like my arch rival.
You're not here to uncover the truth. You're not your grandfather. You're here to defend Prince Han. And you got the job done with a disgusting level of diligence.
What are you implying?
That I hate birds.
I'm hungry.
I want to go home.
Nonetheless, I believe the mademoiselle has omitted something of a huge importance. I wish to question her further.
Something of huge importance? I won't allow it.
Fine. Can I at least show something to the witness?
You and the prosecutor are a right pair of more. You're doing my head in. That's why I wear this hat. Fine. If it'll shut you up, I will let you show one magical mystery item to the witness.
I didn't say it was a magical mystery item.
Going on a magical mystery ride. I can't imagine you'll have anything up your sleeve. Trial, though. What are you trying to do? Get your client guilty again?
Mr. Falcon, save it. I have nothing more to say.
What about to me? The tickets to Vienna.
To Siena.
To Siena, their hometown.
Please take a look at these, mademoiselle. Train ticket stubs? Look at the names. Mama et Papa. Oh. In Vienna? Really? Are they really safe? They are. The tickets were arranged courtesy of the fox. Then that means the wolf has nothing to hold over me. I can speak freely. Indeed. Go ahead, mademoiselle.
What are you two gabbling on about down there?
Stop paying
No
attention.
singing.
Stop singing.
Stop singing.
Mademoiselle, sing.
10,000.
I'm amending my testimony, Your Honor. Little jump. Members of the court, everything I've said today has been the truth. I did go to the Louvre on the 7th of January. I did present a box of poisoned chocolates to the king. Except it was not of my volition. I was threatened. I was forced to carry out the task under the threat of harm. You see, my family has been struggling to get by. The winter has been harsh, and my flower business has been struggling. One day, a man approached me. A man I presume to be kind-hearted. This man offered me 200 francs. Wow, that's a lot of money. To get us through the cold.
Oh.
But I could not afford to repay the debt. This story sounds vaguely familiar. And I attempted to bargain with the man. And
What is your first name?
When I attempted to bargain with the man, And he offered me a deal? What happens when you try to bargain? That's a weird sentence.
Yeah. Hmm.
Assist him with murder, and he would drop all debts. Refuse, and he would ruin me and my parents. I obliged, because the alternative meant death for those I loved.
He said ruin, not kill. That's a difference.
You, you say ruin, I hear kill. The name of the man who did this is Judge Romulus.
That's not one name, that's just a title. Ah, what a creative story. This is obviously a last-minute desperate attempt to pass the buck to Bigwig, ain't it? The sheer laziness of this girl to accuse a man of fall, she's blatantly floundering. Indeed, I've heard dozens of self-pitying yarns during my time as prosecutor. Although, admittedly, this is quite the first time I've seen a witness quite a brazen gambit. But in any case, this sort of stories never turn out to be true. They're always proven to be fabrications of inspiration.
I've never been more honest, monsieur.
Listen, Manet Sini, I would like to believe your story. But accusing a man of such high standing, a judge, a priest of justice who is blind and pure, to conspire to murder the king is hugely a serious accusation. Do you have any proof to support your story?
Proof?
You don't know what that is? Well, you say the judge let you money. Then both of you have signed a contract when you made the transaction. That contract would suffice as proof.
The contracts were all verbal. He said the money was a gift at first, and only later said I had to repay him.
How convenient. Of course the supposed contract don't exist. The Mademoiselle has no proof because her story is a blatant bit of perjury. Falcon, please, you have to do something. Do we have anything to link Judge Romulus to?
I'm thinking.
Of course.
Of course. Members of the court, I know for certain that Mademoiselle's story is true. I can say with certainty that Judge Romulus has made contact with Mademoiselle Signy in the past. I know this because at this very moment I am holding a key piece of evidence that links Judge Romulus directly to the crime scene. I am.
Please expand, Falcon. Is it the pen? That's the only new thing. What's the description?
It contains green ink.
Only the judge uses green inked pens.
I guess.
Unless it's like Don Quixote in some perverse way. Dooley. Save my beloved.
But why would that link them? I found it. My key
Have we ever
piece of
used a piece of
evidence.
evidence more than once?
I don't know. The same evidence.
Wait, the rose isn't like actually like physical. We just like got that. Wait, I thought the rose got burned.
So he technically doesn't have the piece of evidence.
uh, I would say it's the pen, but I literally have no idea what really the
Why?
case.
Okay, let's just try.
Oh, this is obvious. I knew it.
Of course.
Is it not obvious?
No, this pen belongs to just Romulus. That much is obvious. But if I were to present it right now, it wouldn't prove anything. I have to find a link between the judge and the case. Is he talking to himself? Ah,
Oh no. Hammy.
what?
You said we tried so hard and got so far.
Oh no. And in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Why did we play this game?
Because it mentioned Belgian chocolate.
I didn't know we'd get so emotionally attached to this.
Uh, shall we try the
Well,
rope? What? What?
speaking of chocolate,
We still have the wrapper.
we should have asked if he was the one who bought the chocolate.
Oh no, we didn't.
Ding ding.
Oh, are you serious?
Dang it, why do we have to have the porcupine?
Oh.
Do it.
Uh, so, I mean, does it mean we're stuck?
I don't know, we could try it.
Just
Maybe we could call the chocolatier to the stand.
okay. Very confident about this. Take a look.
Everyone, look at this.
Why does he still have it? I thought Patterson ate it.
The doctor removed it from his iron stomach.
Oh.
You're gonna have to elaborate, JJ. How does that do anything?
Oh. I'm not
You're wasting everyone's time in defense.
Oh no.
There's...
We lost favor.
Oh no. I know I have something. Something that proves.
Uh, if we really needed to ask about the wolf at the chocolate shop,
Hammy does say we're allowed to go back a few days.
we can go
That this is
back?
where he got stuck on his first run.
Wait, we can go back?
Apparently, I didn't know that.
How do we go back?
Does touching the gog do anything? The cog that we never hit in the top left.
Wait, I need to escape the evidence.
Escape the evidence.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
that's a whole lot of options, isn't that? That stupid, greedy Belgian chocolate guy would only let us ask. And he was the reason you bought this game, and he's a jerk.
I never said Belgians were nice.
I mean, if you say it, I have to believe it.
Because you don't know anything about Belgians.
No, they're a mysterious race smashed between France and the Netherlands.
Okay, but how did we go back? There's...
He says you have to go back to the main menu.
Oh. Here? Because I
see.
never saved.
Oh, save and quit.
Save and quit.
Yeah. There we go.
Ah, load the previous day.
Holy, what? There's how many cases? I thought this was the end of the game.
This game is longer than Escape the Gloomer. Okay, so we need to go back to, I think, this day?
Yeah, because we get mugged on the day after. Freaking Fiverr eats the chocolate. Whatever his name is. He's our Fiverr. Okay, chocolate.
Okay, Lander.
All right,
Welcome
I don't
back.
care about.
My fine Belgian chocolate.
We don't care. We should have asked about the wolf. Ask about him over here. We have 3 questions.
Where is he?
There he is. Have you ever served yourself?
Have I ever served myself?
Never sounded.
That does sound a little silly when I hear it said back to me. I do sample my own merchandise, if that's what you're asking, monsieur. Although, you could probably tell that from my grand stature.
Do you hear a bonus question now because we made him laugh?
You amuse me, bird.
I don't think Lando had a motive, Falcon. He's probably not the best chocolate thing we're looking for.
The best chocolate thing? Let me think.
Judge.
Have you ever served a hairy wolf in judicial robes named Judge Romulus? Yes, monsieur. Alright, have you ever Wait, did you just say yes?
This is new.
Yes, monsieur. A wolf in judicial robes. I did serve a person like that a while ago, on the 6th of January to be precise. Did he say or do anything suspicious? Not that I can recall, monsieur. He was a pleasant fellow, big toothy grin. Bought 200 grams of classic dark Belgian chocolate with a custom filling.
What's the filling, Flanders?
The chocolate is produced in Wallonia, and the filling is produced in Flanders. The perfect combination.
And that's how the two halves came together.
Chocolate. Build a nation on chocolate.
It worked.
A custom filling.
Oh no.
Some type of caramel.
You don't think.
Imported product from Cadbury.
The English were behind this?
Should have known.
The
He
English.
provided himself, although he unfortunately did not bring enough for me to sample.
What do you mean, Falcon?
Me? I don't mean anything. We shouldn't make assumptions. It may just mean that this judge liked to eat chocolate. But if the judge's purchase is related to the rapper at the crime scene, then, Monsieur Hagelslack, do you think I could get a copy of Judge Romulus's receipt? Oh, and the ink will be green.
Ah.
I can do you a better one, monsieur. I have the original right here. I keep them for tax purposes, you understand.
How do we know that was the judge's pen?
Maybe his name was on it.
Promise.
Gift by Remus. Is it okay for us to take it, monsieur? Absolutely. Memorizing the receipt's contents is trivial after all.
You just said you had to keep it for tax purposes.
I need it
Alright.
for tax evasion purposes.
Let's buzz through everything. Would you look at this thing? Judge Romulus signed in green ink.
What?
Green ink. I knew Judge Romulus was shady, but only true people write in green. It's the color of envy.
Thank you very much for your time, Monsieur Hagaslag. You have been enormously helpful. I'm glad to be of service. I wish you the best of luck with your case, monsieur. Alright, let's go home.
Pause it. Hey, I should eat this chocolate, shouldn't I, Falcon? LOL, I already ate it. Dork. Sparrowson? Imagine if we just speed run the game like this the first time. Sounds like Morse code.
It's the hidden message in the game.
Hey, I know you. You're Judge Romulus, aren't you? This isn't the last thing I ever saw. Do SOS SOS.
I cannot believe.
I make no mistakes. You are innocent. I hope you put on that.
Ow.
It's not my fault. I should just start composing music only using these tones.
Make a new 8-bit soundtrack.
Hey, look what the river washed up. What? A bird? Who are you? Wait, I know you. You're a jerk.
Then it must be mine. I am holding it, so it must be mine. I'm pretty sure that's theft.
He's a good lawyer. It's 9 o'clock.
It's time for 9 o'clock. Again.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Alright, playing Kong. Sounds like we just walked into an arcade.
You can skip ahead.
Major Hal's dead?
When did this happen?
I thought we saw... I didn't see Major Hal's not dead. We saw him in the bar. He was talking about shooting foxes. I could listen to this doobie.
Look at the camera go.
I can't keep up. I'm not done yet. Objection! Sorry,
You,
I've always wanted to do that.
you already did.
Oh.
Oh yeah, he took out the wrapper.
Oh, yeah.
He did bring it with him.
Here you go, Falcon. You can put this back in the folder.
Thank you.
Fraulein?
Is it time for the wedding?
They're in a courthouse. They got 2 witnesses. They're all dressed up. I think it's time. Intriguing. I'm not done yet. Give her bar of chocolate.
Oh no, first. I wanted to show the receipt.
Do you remember buying this? Mademoiselle? Huh? What is proof? Falcon, save her.
This is so embarrassing.
I don't know how to save anyone.
That word is not in my dictionary. I think you should take a look at this, Severin.
Me? You don't trust it in the judge's hands? What? What is that? What does the piece of paper say? I need to get it across the whole courtroom.
He just threw it.
Catch. This is a receipt for a box of chocolates from Lander Hagelslag Chocolate Emporium on the 6th of January. Made out to a man named Romulus. I'm not a man, I'm a wolf. The receipt is...
The receipt. The writing on the receipt is clear. A man named Romulus bought chocolates on the day before the murder. These chocolates happen to have been of the same brand and flavor as the ones that were used in the royal assassination attempt. By itself, this evidence would not be definitive. It would only suggest that the judge has something of a sweet tooth. But taken into conjunction with the mademoiselle's updated testimony,
That would imply the judge was directly involved in the assassination.
Judge Romulus, do you have anything to say about this?
Yep.
Okay.
Sweet's not mine. I haven't stepped a foot in a chocolate shop in years.
Ah, you cannot be serious. The receipt is indisputable proof of your purchase.
Indisputable? Watch me dispute it. What you have there is a scrap of paper with the word scrawled on it. Is it a forgery? Are there simply 2 men named Romulus living in Paris? I don't have a clue. What I do know is that you have nothing to prove. I was the one who saw the receipt.
This is absurd. Do you want me to dig up court documents with your signature so we can undertake a handwriting analysis?
It wouldn't be possible. I believe His Honor uses rubber stamp for official court documents. Hey. It would be correct.
Well, it's no matter. I don't need a judge's signature. I already have, in my possession, proof that the signature on the receipt belongs to Judge Romulus.
Huzzah!
Oh, but first things first. I believe you dropped your pen, Your Honor.
Where's this covered in river water? But thanks, I've been looking for it everywhere.
I thought as much. Madame et Monsieur, last night I was assaulted outside Theatre Hospital. I did not see the assailant's face, but I did accidentally grab something from their garments as I was thrown into the sand.
Oh, so that's why you smell of fish. I was going to say something for gone, but I thought it'd be rude.
This fountain pen was the very item I grabbed.
Did I say the pen was mine? On closer inspection, possibly it must have been mistaken.
Save it, Your Honor. I am not here to press assault charges. What interests me the most about this pen is the ink it contains. It is emerald green in color.
And as we all know, only baddies write in green.
Well, yes. But more importantly, it is a rare and unusual choice of ink color. I would venture that only a dozen people in all of Paris are arrogant enough to write in green. Arrogance.
Well, green is a very arrogant color.
And I would venture that only one of those arrogant people is named Romulus.
So, Judge Romulus lacks respect for classic penmanship. More of it.
Take another look at the chocolate receipt, Severin. That receipt was signed with emerald green ink.
It's certainly quite the coincidence, ain't it?
No, there is no more room for coincidence. There is no more room for doubt. There is only one narrative that can tie this ridiculous string of events together. On the 6th of January, you, Judge Romulus, bought a box of chocolates with a custom filling. That custom filling contained poison originating from the flowers that Mademoiselle C, a street seller who owed you a debt. What?
He owed you a great debt.
On the 7th of January, you, Judge Romulus, leveraged that debt to force the girl to present the poisoned chocolates to the king. Then, an idiot of a man by the name of Swan framed himself as the murderer in order to take the fall of Mademoiselle C instead. He's not an idiot, really. He's very heroic, brave.
Wait, he wanted her too?
Nonsense, Parson.
They're not even the same breed.
You pushed for Juan's guilt by priming us with Monsieur Toussaint Kingly. And when that failed, you pressed Mademoiselle Senior to take full responsibility for the crime. That is the only narrative that makes sense. Admit it.
Fine, I do admit it. I did it. I purchased the chocolates. I added the poison. I put a poor little peasant girl in debt just so I could force her to take the fall. I was the one who wanted the king murderer.
Well, you missed your opportunity.
Yes, I could have dropped the scaffold on him. But there's another thing any of you can. I gavel and I sentence you all to death.
I don't think it works like that.
Snap my fingers, you can have your counts guillotine and palace to the Austerlitz.
Wow. Is the judges are watching this?
Who judges the judges? Who stands above me? Nobody. Not even God can condemn me when I sit so highly.
Aim
Oh
high.
my.
Why is he back?
Attempting to murder a king, corrupting the core, they says? Way, an utterly repulsive individual. Avast! Don't touch me, you dirty pig. You have no authority over me.
He doesn't. I do. Take him away, Inspector.
I'm not done. I'm not done with any of you. You're all guilty. You'll see.
You'll see.
You'll see how guilty you are. A
They're all
revolution is coming.
sinners.
Sinners! A revolution is coming. The rebels will overrun Paris. We're letting the Prussians in. The floodgates are open. Germany will win. The bourgeois will be slaughtered.
What? Not the bourgeois.
Actually, kill the bourgeois.
But that is my favorite word.
Bourgeois. We shall have a glorious second republic. A republic free of class, but everyone is free and equal. Okay, communist.
But nobody has class.
No one is classy in France. Hey! Don't touch me. Just another raving lunatic, your majesty, your. How did he detain a wolf?
With no arms. Of course. Carry on, Inspector. I will support you with my staff.
With like a shell on it. Oh.
Well, that just happened.
What? What happens now?
I suppose. I guess I'm supposed to take over the President Judge's duties? Well, given the surprising series of revelations that just took place, we believe that the results are clear. We find the defendant, Prince Juan Joriro, to be cleared of all charges. We therefore find the defendant not guilty.
Oh yeah, we're defending the British prince.
The British prince?
They're all the same country. Except it's like Sen, not the fox.
What happens to me now?
Fly with me. Mademoiselle, it is good that you are cursed. However, you still played a significant role in the king's assassination. By all rights, you must be tried for your crimes.
I see. I cannot argue.
I'll argue for you. But as it happens, due process was not followed during this trial session, drawing this thoroughly disrupted proceedings. Consequently, I believe that most of the testimonies given during this will not be seen as valid in the court of law.
What does that mean?
He says you're free to come with me.
To Vienna it is.
Correct. As a prosecutor, I see no crime to prosecute.
Really? Thank you so much, monsieur. And thank you, messieurs. Without your help and assurance, I don't know where I would be right now. So, are my parents really in Vienna? I think so, but you would have to ask the fox for details. I is trying to break in.
That fox.
I don't know what exactly he arranged. Although, now that Romulus poses no threat, I suppose your parents would be free to move back to Paris. Actually, I may follow them to Vienna.
What? Of course, it's just for a holiday, right? After all this drama?
Well, yes, but also I want to get away from here before, you know, before the fighting starts. You mean the revolution? But Romulus mentioned. He doesn't seem mentally stable. Pay him no mind. It's not just him, monsieur. In the streets, everyone talks of an uprising. If you were smart, you would clear out of here too. Thanks for your concern, mademoiselle.
Should we go to London? But we're far from smart, so we're staying put.
I see. Then good luck, monsieur. And farewell. Maybe we can meet again when has all blown over.
Wait, mademoiselle! We still have 3 mostly clean glasses. Don't you want to have a drink? Oh, she's gone.
It hurts, doesn't it, Sparrowson?
I know how it feels now, Falcon. So I guess it's just you, me, and the fox, right, Falcon?
Yes, indeed, Sparrowson. That sounds good. Take Prince Juan back to the Aviary office. I need to sort out some paperwork with Sarah.
Okie dokie.
You sound too eager. Perhaps you should sort out the paperwork.
I can't read, remember? I suppose the congratulations are uncovering the truth in the way you did. It was quite a feat.
I'm amazed myself. Everything went far better than I could have hoped. But you surprised me at the end with that little lie of yours.
Lie?
These trial's testimonies are completely invalid? Bullcock. You and I both know that this trial has produced ample valid evidence for Mademoiselle Senior to be detained and tried. Even with the coercion accounted for, I bet she would still be found guilty of conspiracy or accessory to murder. So, why are you holding back? Have you also been enamored with her?
What did you think this fighting starting referred to? You thought
They're
it
all.
was over France? No, it was over her.
Oh dear.
Hmm. You know, rare, or maybe even rare years ago, I probably would have persecuted Mademoiselle Steen. When I was fresh out of law school, I thought my role as prosecutor was to condemn every political criminal that came my way. I thought if the guilty person ends up behind bars or on the hanging, then justice has been served. But as I gained experience, I started noticing the detail,
The details?
the extenuating circumstances, the personal considerations. The gaps in the law where, even when due process is followed to the letter, good people are punished and wrongdoers walk
I
free.
have never experienced this ever. I do not know what you are talking about.
I'm afraid your bourgeois kitten does not walk. She prowls. I hate it, so I changed my role. I decided that I should not strive to secure a guilty verdict, but I should ensure that justice, sweet, blind justice, is served. I could, of course, prosecute Mademoiselle Sin, but she would definitely be convicted. But that would not serve justice. You're killing someone.
You're going soft.
I suppose I am. Try not to go too bitter, Falcon. It don't serve you. Suit you.
Serve me.
Oh my, I haven't seen this guy in a while.
It's been so long, my prince.
I must congratulate you, Senor and Senor Sparrowson. I am back to the senioring.
Why is he keeping that up? Because you know I like it, right?
Because I don't know who might be listening to that open window.
Oh,
Hey, what am I doing? Still using the old accent. I, of course, mean congratulations, Mr. Sparrows.
it is no big deal. We're just doing our jobs.
No. Your job ended when you proved my innocence. Everything after that, you were going above and beyond your duty. Of course, I was counting on you to do so. A lesser lawyer would surely have stumbled or caved.
You flatter me.
I don't try. But before I forget, don't spend this all in one place.
Now. It depends on whether you're leaving now or not. Thank you, Monsieur Vulp. This has been a strange case, but I'm glad the truth came to light. I'll see you out.
Wait, Monsieur Vulpes, before you go, something's been bothering me. Why did you come to us in the first place? Really, there are much more reputable, better job.
So, please ignore him.
Oh,
No.
more reputable than the very falcon who stands before me.
Oh, did you hear that, Sparrowson?
What was that? I was going to get the wine. Yeah, Falcon's got a terrible track record. Did you hear about that kitty?
Shh! We do not talk about that. Once again, you are a horrible wingman.
I don't have wings. True, he does have a mixed record, but his family name is hugely respected a lot.
Oh, it was my grandfather, was it?
I chose Mr. Falcon as my lawyer for that.
That's the only reason.
Huh? You really just chose him for his name? I never had another lawyer named Falcon.
Let's not go down this road, Monsieur Phillips. I don't go by my old name for a reason.
That is fair. We shouldn't be fixated on the past, should we? After all, it's already been and gone. The future is where our potential is. That's what we should be paying attention to. A storm is approaching fast.
Indeed it is.
How much money did he give us anyway?
40 francs. That's as much as the kitty.
At least this isn't blood money this time. Except that Swan kind of actually was an attempted murder, so it still is blood money. You mean the revolution the crooked judge mentioned? Indeed. I dare say that Wolf is right. Our rebellion is coming, one way or the other. Listen, Mr. Falcon.
Mr. Falcon.
You'll probably have a surge of work over the coming days.
Oh.
If you want me to dig up the dirt on anyone, please feel to drop by anytime. My office.
Oh, not your home address.
My office, where I'm always there with Mousy.
Oh. Well, okay. Dig up the dirt.
I am a PI. It is what I do.
We'll bury the mine. Thank you, Monsieur Phillips.
Good day, misters.
It still says Prince Swan.
Mr. Falcon, tear down this wall.
Jump. Well, I'm going for a drink. Turn down again.
Seriously, Falcon?
What? I was going to ask if you wanted tea or coffee.
Only if it has a croissant.
Wow.
No, well, I think that's a good stopping point.
Yes, I mean, it is 3 a.m.
Yeah.
again.
Thanks for your dedication.
I'm very dedicated to my cause.
Dedicated to turning every game into a dating sim.
It's a mission. It's a gift.
All right. Well, that was fun.
Ah, it was certainly an experience.
That second act was so long.
Yes.
I thought like the first act was like act was the game.
And there's still 2 more acts.
Yeah. And at the end, one of us is going to get guillotined.
Why?
It's the revolution. These kind of things happen.
Well, Sparrington.
I hope it's you and not me.
I hope it's Cocorico.
Hey, he seemed like a nice guy at the end.
Don't be fooled.
What were you doing when you were doing paper?
What?
Weren't you guys just doing paperwork?
Of course.
All right. Have a good night.
Yep. Good night.